We do not kill people in cold blood. In America, we do not kill people in cold blood. In America, we do not kill people in cold blood.
Real quick, before I get this lesson started, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakodash, and I want to give double honors to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone of whom I learned from, and a shalom to the hopefully elect brethren taking this truth to the four corners of the earth, bidding the elect of Yasharallah to the marriage supper of the Lamb, who is Yahushai. This is your brother Radah with just a really quick, Esau pointing out the hypocrisy of Esau, but still failing to do so correctly, because even Esau, when he is pointing out the injustices or the crimes of his own nation, of his own race of people, he's only able to do it at a certain level because he's not the righteous. He also is the wicked himself. He's actually fulfilling this prophecy written by King David. I believe it's King David that wrote this, that their own tongues shall fall upon themselves. And this declaration, this spiritual decree, their own, let me pull it up real quick, their own tongues. This governs the entire universe. This governs the world. And this is why the left-handed elite or wicked elite, the upper echelons of Esau, known as Lucifer or the Illuminati, or what Scripture calls the Chaldeans, the daughter of the Chaldeans, which are your experts in witchcraft and sorceries and enchantments. They're like the real deal. They're the authenticated, actual, true witches and warlocks who, they traffic in the blood. You know what I mean? They have to do what's called the revealing of the method. So you have like a high level of it. Let me read this before I get too further. Psalm 64, verse 8. So they shall make their own tongues to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. I'm going to try to see if I can if I can prove two versions of this. You have a high version and a low version. Both are true. Both are a direct result because of this decree. Everything in the earth is governed by the word of the Most High. And we know that the word of God, Yahushai, is also called the word of God. So in essence, everything is governed by Yahushai. Yahushai overlooks over all of the right-handed Elohim and over all of the left-handed Elohim when dealing with prophecy and the will of the Most High in the earth. All power has been given to Yahushai, especially after the cross. So you see Psalm 64, verse 8. So they, talking about the Edomites predominantly, the so-called white men, so they shall make their own tongues to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. There is a Luciferian, Lucifer, Illuminati, Chaldean, for a lack of better words, but Chaldean is the actual spiritual description of them. The daughter of Chaldeans. There is a Luciferian, there is a Chaldean version of this, and then there is a Joe Sixpack Edomite version of this, and they are both correct. And it takes the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that is given to the Hebrew Israelite elect men, the hopefully elect men, to discern it and to apply it correctly. I'm going to show you a low version of, I'm going to show you a Joe Sixpack version of Psalms 64:8, and then I'm going to try to find a Chaldean or a Luciferian version of Psalm 64:8. Let's look at this really quick. See if this plays.
1830 to 18. In America, we do not kill people in cold blood. 1830 to 1850, the Trail of Tears pogrom resulting in between 4,000 and 6,000 Native American deaths.
For a 400-year span, the transatlantic slave trade, of which America took part, killed somewhere around 15 million men, women, and children. Vietnam War, roughly 450 to 650,000 dead on the Vietnamese side from a conflict that we weren't even supposed to be involved in. After the United States installed Rafael Trujillo as dictator of the Dominican Republic, around 50,000 people died in the ensuing dictatorship. Every year, there is between 35,000 and 45,000 United States citizens who die because
we know that the Trail of Tears involves the Northern Kingdom, according to prophecy and the Apocrypha in 2nd Ezra's 13, and in I believe it's First Kings. I'm paraphrasing the Navy of Solomon, the mapping out or the Navy ships and their movements from Israel to what is now known as America, but back then it would be called the fourth part of the earth or the ends of the earth. That was mapped out. We know that is the Northern Kingdom. We know that the Dominicans are also Israelites, and we understand that because we were scattered, many Israelites were also in Vietnam. So these are Israelites that Esau was murdering all these different ways. Okay.
our government doesn't provide them with medical insurance. Every year in the United States, upwards of 50 deaths happen in schools from shooting incidents, and upwards of 150 injuries happen from the same. The state that America does not kill citizens who die because our government doesn't provide them with medical insurance.
Now the medical insurance issue that is afflicting a lot of the lower level Edomites. Now that goes into what? It goes into he who is wicked to himself, he who is evil to himself. How can he be good to another? Again, talking about Esau, Edom. Esau does not treat his own nationality of people correctly. They only have a small upper echelon group of people that they fight for, and that's to keep power. And even their own occultic practices amongst themselves have them killing themselves, sacrificing their own children. They're just, it's crazy. We're going to know the full detail of this when Yahushua comes, but I'm going to let this video play, and then I'm going to try to find another version of what I was talking about earlier.
Every year in the United States, upwards of 50 deaths happen in schools from shooting incidents, and upwards of 150 injuries happen from the same. The state that America does not kill people in cold blood is an outright lie. The powers of the beast simply get angry when you go after the people who are actively profiting off of that death. Lie. 150 injuries happen from the same. The state that America does not kill people in cold blood is an outright...
Now that part right there, America, that's where the Edomites fail. Because it's not America that killed all these people. It's the so-called white man, known as Esau, Edom in Bible prophecy. It's not the Democrats. It's not the Republicans. It's not the rich. It's a race. It's a nation. It's a seed line. And that seed line, that race or nation of people is known as Esau, Edom, Idumea. That is the border of wickedness. Okay, let's pull it. Let's pull it. Because the Most High calls them by name. The border of wickedness. I believe it's Malachi. The border of wickedness. Okay, and what's a border? It's the beginning. It's the beginning of a nation, right? When you have Salakia. I need to drink some more mullein tea. So Malachi 1:4. Whereas Edom, actually, you know what? We're going to read. Let's just read the first 4 verses. Look at this, man. Malachi 1, okay? The burden of the word of Yahweh to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahushua, yet ye say, wherein have thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? There's 2 nations mentioned right there. Saith Yahweh, yet I loved Jacob. I hated Esau, so I chose one nation, and I rejected it. There you see the balance of everything. You see the right, you see the left, you see the righteous, you see the wicked, you see night, day, love, hate. It's boom, boom, boom. There goes your balance, man. There goes your right hand, there goes your left hand. All right? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? There's 2 names, 2 men, 2 progenitors, 2 fathers, 2 houses mentioned here. 2 nationalities, 2 nations, 2 seed lines. Saith Yahweh, yet I love Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. I'm going to go back to 3 right now. Hold on. Verse 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we shall return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, They shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom Yahweh hath indignation forever. There's a lot in both of these verses right here. Okay? Edom is the border of wickedness. Their border, when you see the beginning of their nation, that is the border of wickedness. They are the wicked nation. The Most High created them to be the wicked, just like he created Jacob, who becomes Israel, Yasharallah, to be the righteous. You got to get the understanding of this, okay? And that's who these people are. And within Esau, there are levels. Just like within Israel, there's levels. You have the consecrated Israelites, and then you have the 2/3 Israelites who are just bugged out, and then you have the elite wicked Edomites, and then you have the Joe Six-Pack Edomites who still get to enjoy so-called white supremacy, white privilege, but they have no comprehension of occultic practices. They are still counted as wicked. They're just not operating in any left-handed understanding that the upper echelon Edomites are operating in. So let's go back to this video. And again, if you pull out a TikTok too long, it redoes. It redoes. Gotta get back up in there. So look at this. So this is a good example.
In America?
Now this guy talking, he would be considered your upper echelons in the Edomites, the Luciferians. Now, and even he's low level compared to the really, really rich, powerful families and the banksters. You know, these people traffic in human blood, human trafficking, child and human sacrifice. This is how they have to get down on the left-hand side in order to get their downloads, to get their wisdoms, so to speak, on how to operate and rule the earth, their technologies, how they manipulate money and what do you call it? They manipulate the market and stuff. They get all of this from the left hand to the Alahayim, but they have to do stuff. They have to traffic in some really strange and abominable practices, okay? So this is a low-level Edomite pointing out what the upper echelons of Esau are doing, but even he's missing the mark as far as prophecy is concerned. But he's pointing out the hypocrisy.
In America, we do not kill people in cold blood.
1830 to 1850, the Trail of Tears post.
And Esau is the bloodiest man. Now this is a low-level version of their own tongues shall fall upon themselves, right? This is why they do this. Now let's get a higher version. Let me see if I can pull up something that's a revelation of the method. Their own tongues. Again, this is why Esau is not snitching on himself because he's a good man. Esau, as well as all the other nations, are governed within the decrees of prophecy. Everything that prophecy has declared will happen on the earth, the nations will walk out, will live out. The earth is one big stage of a movie, and the prophecies and the precepts and the laws are the script to that movie. Everybody's an actor in that movie, and you have two main characters. You got Jacob, who are the Israelites, and you have Esau, who are the Edomites. Everybody else is a filler in that movie. The two main stars, the hero and the villain, Yahweh Shai and Esau, Jacob and Esau, man. Okay? So they shall, and this rule, Psalm 64 verse 8, is a spiritual law. Whether you believe in the Bible or not, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't require your faith. The only people who are required to have faith are the Hebrew Israelites. And out of the Hebrew Israelites, the ones that the Most High is looking for to have faith and Yahweh Shai are the elect men and women. Everyone else doesn't fucking matter, man. He doesn't require faith from you. You're going to do what he says you're going to do. We're going to do what he says we're going to do. There's no getting around. Yahweh is the sovereign power who reigns in the kingdom of men. You can find that, I believe, in the 2nd chapter of Daniel. Psalm 64, verse 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. They have to, and have you ever heard people, they have to tell you what they're doing before they, that's a false, this is why they tell you what they're doing before they're doing it. Now, let me see if I can find something. Let me see if I can find something as basic as like 9/11, okay? Let me see. Let's try see if we can find something like that. Let me see. Let me see. So you got Black Mirror predicted the entire series. See, and predictive programming, that's also a false description. It's left-handed prophecies, because predictive programming is a carnal, it's a carnal arrangement of words that kind of purposely does no justice to what they're tapping in to realities, you guys, but on the left-hand side, because they're tapping into a left-handed version of what's been already declared and produced on the right-hand side. Let me see if I can. Okay, there you go. This is a great example of Psalms. They shall declare, their own tongue shall fall upon themselves. This is called revealing the method. They believe on the left-handed side, if they show you something that they're about to do in the earth, right, that they have no judgment coming to them, when we know that that's false. And this is also their attempts. So you see New York, $9, right by the Twin Towers, and 11 cents, or 9/11, and that was done a long time ago, okay? So you see people talking about it, and what people don't understand is that you're dealing with the upper echelons of the Edomite race, known as the daughter of the Chaldeans. Let me see if I can pull up that precept. The daughter of the Chaldeans. Chaldeans. Oh shit! Let me see. Come down, yeah. Okay, look at this. So look at this. Most High speaking to them. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Yea, sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstone and grind meal, uncover thy locks. Make bare the leg, uncover thy thigh, pass over the rivers. Let's see. Number 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Your sins, your secret practices, right? Because when you're naked, you're covered. Before you become naked, you're covered, right? You have to be exposed. Your clothes, your skirt has to be lifted up in order for your nakedness to be seen. And nakedness is the word used for transgression, sins, and abominations, right? Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Verse 4, as for our Redeemer, the Yahweh of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Verse 5, sit thou silent and get thee into darkness. What is this talking about? They're going to lose their light, but what kind of light do they have? They don't have the type of light that Yahushua is talking about in his lot as King Solomon in the book of Wisdom of Solomon, talking about the spirit, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Most High power. He's talking about this light is talking about left-handed light. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, meaning Satan, the Elohim on the left-hand side, the actual real prince demon Satan, and all of his rulers are no longer going to be giving Esau information anymore. They're not going to be giving the Chaldeans, the daughter of the Chaldeans, which consists of who? The Lucifer, the bankers, the Illuminati, the banking families. They're not going to be spoken to anymore by the left-handed power. The left-handed Elohim are going to obey this commandment, and they're going to refuse. They're going to refrain from speaking to Esau Edom. It's already kind of happening now. You see it in Hollywood. The reason why Hollywood is short on movies is because they're not getting any more downloads. Why? We're about to go into Jacob's Trouble. It's time for Jacob's Trouble and the MOTB, and then World War III. So we're not going to have time to sit around and watch movies. Everything's going to go into freaking martial law. So you got verse 5, sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms, that whore. Verse 6, I was wroth with my people, was, past tense. He is now he's gearing back up into our marriage. Us being married to Yahushua, we're making ourselves right. The time of our affliction is coming to an end. Lamentations 4, verse 21, 22, I believe. And now it's time for Esau's judgment to take place. Verse 6, I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. Verse 7. And thou saidst, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart. Neither didst thou remember the latter end. What's the latter end? Go to Obadiah. You know, just go to Obadiah. Okay, we can go Obadiah. Obadiah. What's Obadiah goes into their end, the vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord power concerning Edom, the daughter of the Chaldeans. We have heard a rumor from Yahweh, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh. Okay? And then we're going to jump down to 18. This is what's going to happen to them. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph, that's talking about the northern and southern kingdom, a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh has spoken it. So Esau on the left-hand side is familiar with prophecy, and the Most High is telling him, you must have forgot about this part. Right here, when he's speaking to him, you must have forgot about Obadiah. You must have forgot about, Isaiah 47. I mean, this is Isaiah 47. You must have forgot about it. I'm going to completely whoop your fucking ass. Right? So let's go back. Let me see if I can find, I'm going to try to see if I can find one more. I want to, this is what I'm going to have to do. So look, this is a deep one. Let's go to YouTube really quick and then I'll be done. Let me see if I can find the beast man. And it's a mockery of Isaiah 14. The beast man. The beast man. The beast man. This, boom. Okay. So now, hold on.
Long ago, set down by the greatest ape of all, our lawgiver, Cornelius, come here.
I don't want to get a copyright, so I'm going to speed it up, you guys. Playback speed. I'm going to see if that works.
What I know of man was written long ago, set down by the greatest ape of all, our lawgiver, Cornelius, come here.
See, sent down by the greatest ape of all, our lawgiver. Well, who's the lawgiver? The Most High, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai. Who gave us the law? It was Moses, right? And then Yahushai accomplished it or fulfilled it, right? And we know that the Israelites uphold that law, right? So they're calling the Most High, his son, and the Israelites, or at least the elect, a bunch of fucking monkeys. And you can see Esau is in captivity, just like it says he will go into in Obadiah, Isaiah 14. But look how they, and this is in 1968, you guys, when they did this. Right
Reach into
before
my
we
pocket.
woke up.
Read to him the 29th scroll, 6th verse.
Beware the beast man, for he is the devil's pawn, alone among God's primates. He kills for sport, or lust, or greed. Yea, he will murder his brother to possess his brother's land. Let him not breed in great numbers, for he will make a desert of his home and yours. Shun him. Drive him back into his jungle lair, for he is the harbinger of death.
And look, this same Edomite, this same pink red Edomite was the guy who played Moses in the Ten Commandments. And so all the movies that came out of Hollywood, what were they? They were enchantments. They were changing the nationality of the Hebrew Israelites to Edomites, so that you would view Edomites as a righteous group of people. All this is what is involved in all this kind of crap. But when they do this, this is called a revelation of the method. They're giving you a left-handed version of Isaiah 14. Let's do it. Isaiah 14. Isaiah 14. And I know there's another precept that you can mix in with that too, but I'm going to use this one. So look. For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set him in their own land, and the stranger shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them, and the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captive, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. It goes way deeper, but let's just stay. So when you go right here, what do you see? I want to make sure. I'm going to speed it up even faster, just because I know I'm going to get a fucking copyright.
6 verse.
You see an Edomite, a so-called white man, basically in slave clothing, right? If you watch all these movies, the so-called monkeys, who are a type and shadow of the Israelites, have the so-called white people in captivity. See, and the so-called white people they're in captivity, and there goes your little America. So letting you know this is in 1969, and right there the Statue of Liberty has been destroyed. Why? Because America gets destroyed in Bible prophecy. It's been declared destroyed from before it was ever a nation. And the Edomites, the daughter of the Chaldeans, they understand this. They understand it on some level, okay? But the rest of the so-called Edomites on the bottom don't, because they've never taught this to them. But it's been revealed to us because we're the Hebrew Israelites, and we're waking up, and the Most High is he's opening up the seals. Yahweh Shai is opening up the seals, and he's giving us wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of his precepts, of his prophecies. So just a little insight into how this precept, their own tongues shall fall upon themselves. That's what this is. There's 2 levels to this. There's a very high level and there's a very low level, and they're both correct. And it has to do with so-called white people revealing their intentions or talking about what their people have done. But it's only because this prophecy, this is a law that governs the earth. And they cannot change their bounds. He's control. They can't. What's that? It's in Job. You have let me see his bounds. Let me see his bounds. Let's see if that pulls it up. Ah, you bitch. Let me see. There it is. Stay always within the boundaries. No, his bounds. His bounds. Let me see. There we go. So look at this. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. He cannot get out of what he is in. He has to do exactly what the Most High said he would do. He has to be exactly what the Most High said he would be. He has to behave exactly how. Let me see. Bound upward, no. Boundless, let me see. One who sets bounds, bounder. That might be it. Boundary, that which indicates the limits of anything. Okay, we're going to go with that. That's what that word bound or bounds is talking about this. That which indicates the limits of anything. Strictly a visible mark indicating a dividing line, a bound being the limit or furthest point of extension of any one thing. This is, so Esau, he's bound to his behavior. He's bound to his DNA. He's bound to his position in prophecy. And prophecy said he would be the wicked. Prophecy said he would be the boundary of wickedness. Prophecy said he would be the wicked, that he would be the daughter of Chaldeans, that he would be the arch enemy of the Edomites, that he would be the liar, that he would be released from his prison to deceive the whole world. But prophecy says that he would speak with blasphemy all times. His entire system would speak with blasphemy. He has to do what prophecy says he will do. The Most High is directing this movie, and this is his role. The so-called white man's role is to be what you see him doing. This is why they cannot explain. They can explain prophecy this way, but they can't speak it out of their fucking mouths face to face. It has to be done in symbolism. This is the best they can do. We're the only ones that can break down their bullshit symbolism of what the scriptures say. So right here you see a mockery.
Beware the beast man, for he is the devil.
Cornelius, come here. Long ago, set down by the greatest ape of all, our lawgiver. Cornelius, come here. Reach into my pocket. Read to him the 29th scroll. 6th verse.
It's not an accident that they're using the format of scripture in this movie. It's done on purpose. It just went over everybody's heads. And now it's being revealed. These motherfuckers did this shit on purpose.
Beware the beast man, for he is the devil's pawn. Alone among God's primates, he kills for sport, or lust, or greed.
And Esau is the reincarnation of Cain. Cain meaning weapon. And Cain killed his brother Abel. And Abel is and Jacob is the reincarnation of Abel. You guys have to understand this shit.
Yea, he will murder his brother to possess his brother's land. Let him not breed in great numbers, for he will make a desert of his home and yours. Shun him. Drive him back into his jungle lair, for he is the harbinger of death.
So this goes into this. And so Esau, the so-called white man, seeing his days are determined, he knows his time is short, you guys. That's Revelations 12. The number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds. Thou hast given him his role in the movie. He can only act out the character that he's been given in the movie. He can do nothing else but that, you guys. That he cannot pass. He can't get out of it. This is his destiny, to be the wicked on the fucking earth, man. I hope this lesson was edifying. I kind of went over my time. Salakia for that. I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakodash. I want to give double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone, of whom I do learn from, and a shalom to the elect brothers taking this truth to the four corners of the earth, bidding the hopeful elect of Yasharallah to the marriage supper of the Lamb, who is our elder brother, our king, our redeemer, Yahweh Shai. This is your brother Radah. Shalom.